Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. As you can see, Kisumu is fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from. The county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, Rigathi Gachagua is a very interesting politician. I want you to listen to Rigathi Gachagua here. Because Rigathi Gachagua is planning to hold a meeting with Uhuru Kenyatta at the end of his 45-day break from politics.
So sisi hatuwezi gawanyika, hii mlima ni moja. And this time tutaweka kura yetu kikapu moja. Na mimi na Rais Uhuru Kenyatta tunafanya kazi pamoja. Na mimi na ndugu yangu mkubwa Uhuru Kenyatta ni kama chanda na pete.
So the question is, why is Rigathi Gachagua insisting on meeting with Uhuru Kenyatta when we know that yesterday he literally kicked Linda Wananchi from Olkalau?
No one made an application to be a Kikuyu or a Luo or a Maasai. We all found ourselves in our ethnic group. We should not divide ourselves because of politics.
This is a group they are expected to work together with. Why do you think he's pushing for a meeting with Uhuru Kenyatta?
Na nikimaliza hii mazungumzo yote mkinipatia maoni, kabla sijasema chochote, nitaenda nikae chini na Rais Uhuru Kenyatta, so that we compare notes. Ndio pia Uhuru anishauri, si ndio? Sikuishi kwingi kuona mengi. Pia nataka Uhuru Kenyatta nimwambie vile watu wameniambia mlimani, niende niseme mkubwa wetu pia nimeambiwa namna hii, unaona aje? Kwa sababu ulikuwa umetuambia tukapotea. So this time mimi nimesikiza watu, pia nataka pia wewe kama kiongozi unishauri. Si ndio? So hakuna mtu atakawanyisha sisi. Na ndio naona wanatukana Uhuru huko because wanajua mimi na Uhuru tuko kitu kimoja. Na wanajua mimi na Uhuru tukiwa kitu kimoja, hii mlima imeshikana kama simiti. Si ndio? Ya mwisho niambie hawa wanajaribu kugawanya United Opposition, kujaribu kutupiganisha.
In this video, I want to reveal to you guys the motive why Rigathi Gachagua wants to meet with Uhuru Kenyatta at the end of his 45-day break.
Tukiona hii jamaa ametuweza, tutaita Uhuru Kenyatta kuja tusaidie. Si ndio? Lakini hatujafika hapo. Sasa hii mimi namuweza peke yangu. I am okay. Si ndio?
Before you do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to dive straight into the points why Rigathi is planning to meet with Uhuru Kenyatta. Number one, Rigathi Gachagua has one mission. The mission of removing President William Ruto from office. But how can Rigathi Gachagua achieve this? He can only achieve this through working with Uhuru Kenyatta. So this meeting is about removing Ruto from office. Rigathi would want to do it alone, but he can't do it. So he must do it with Uhuru Kenyatta. Which means if today Uhuru were to disagree with Rigathi Gachagua, there is no way they can remove Ruto. So the thing is, they want to meet to discuss the candidate. Who should they front to face William Ruto in 2027? Who amongst the presidential candidates is readily and easily acceptable to the people of the mountain? Because remember, Uhuru Kenyatta has a preferred candidate. That candidate is none other than Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Rigathi Gachagua has a preferred candidate. That candidate is none other than Kalonzo Musyoka. So you have two key players from the mountain, Uhuru and Rigathi. And they are both supporting two different candidates. So the meeting is about how do they agree on a single presidential candidate. For example, if they won't be able to agree, are you sure they can remove Ruto? So the first thing they're going to discuss when want to remove Ruto is the candidate. Number two is the party. Because Rigathi, and that's why I brought in the issue of kicking Linda Wananchi. Rigathi Gachagua has his party, ICP. Uhuru Kenyatta has his party, Jubilee. As we speak, there is a by-election in Olkalau. There's a Jubilee candidate. There's also a DCP candidate. But is that good for their politics moving forward? It is not very good, politically speaking. So maybe they want to discuss whether to work together or to move forward separately through their political parties. Because for Rigathi, he can't join Jubilee. If Rigathi were to join Jubilee, he will not be calling the shots in Jubilee. Rigathi Gachagua wanted a party where he can actually call the shots. In DCP, he calls the shots. That's why he kicked Malala out as the spokesperson, and nothing happened. He's even trying to change the officials of the party. Again, very difficult. So the candidate and the party. And importantly, they're likely to discuss how to remove Ruto, particularly the winning formation. Because if Rigathi wants to remove Ruto, Uhuru wants to remove Ruto, and all their strategies are not converging. So it means, at the end of the day, William Ruto anaweza ponyoka katikati. So they want to come up with a winning formation. Is Kalonzo going to be the presidential candidate, or is Matiang'i? And if we give Matiang'i the ticket, who becomes the running mate? How then do we even go ahead and consolidate Nairobi, for example? So they need that winning formation. That's one of the things they're going to discuss. Number two, and I think this is the most important one, Mount Kenya politics. You see, there is something which is happening in Olkalau. And I was telling a friend today that if William Ruto will be able to squeeze 40% in Olkalau, even if his candidate will lose, William Ruto is going to be re-energized. And he's going to put more effort in in Mount Kenya. Because right now, you would have expected the UD candidate to be trailing. Then either the Jubilee or DCP candidates competing head to head. But what is the real situation on the ground? If that were to continue, and both Uhuru and Rigathi wants to remove Ruto, they cannot remove him. So probably they want to figure out how best can we consolidate the votes from the mountain. Number three, and this is one of the things which will break Linda Wananchi. Number three, and for me, this is the thing which is going to cost the opposition. And Uhuru and Rigathi, they know it. They just want, they know it, and they just don't want to talk about it. There is the Matiang'i Kalonzo factor in opposition. And towards the end of it, if you are keen, you'll also see the head of Edwin Sifuna also coming up. Which means opposition has the potential of splitting. But there's one man who can stop that. That man is called Uhuru Kenyatta. And just like I keep on telling you, Rigathi is a very shrewd politician. He knows. And because he knows, he has to reach out to Uhuru Kenyatta on how to craft a winning formation, how to make Kalonzo, Matiang'i, and Edwin Sifuna work together. Number four, maybe these guys just want to reconcile. Because Uhuru and Rigathi, these guys are friends. They've worked before. Rigathi was Uhuru Kenyatta's peer. And maybe because he wanted to be the DP, he had to fall out with Uhuru. So right now, what I'm seeing is efforts to bring them together. And maybe Rigathi is just trying to appeal to the emotions of the mountain by invoking the name of Uhuru Kenyatta. That, you know, before we do this, I'll sit down with my brother Uhuru to show you the direction. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.